Hi guys, June 4th. It's a little bright here. I'll sit up really straight, keep my head in the shade. Let's do June 4th. June 4th, courage to change. Ooh, it's bright, you can't even see it. Future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. June 4th. The second step is about possibility, about hope. With this step, we come to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. We are asked to open our minds to the possibility that help is available. Perhaps there is a source of assistance that can do for us what we've been unable to do for ourselves. We don't have to believe that it will happen, only that it could. This little bit of hope, this chink in the armor of despair, is enough to show that we're willing to move in the direction of healing. Once we recognize the possibility of help exists, it seems worthwhile to explore a relationship with a higher power. A little willingness can go a long way towards making hope and faith an ongoing part of our lives. In the hands of a higher power, sanity and serenity become realistic hopes. Let's see if that helps. Today's reminder, our literature speaks of the possibility of finding contentment and even happiness through the recovery of Al-Anon. Today I'll take the second step in that process and open my mind to hope. Okay, I love the reading. There's a couple things that make me, first thing, you only need a little bit of willingness. A lot of you have been listening to me for a while and are in despair. And, I know because you commented to me, you've sent me messages saying, you know what, you don't get it. This isn't going to work, right? This is my problem is too difficult. The situation here in my home is too bad. My child is beyond hope, right? There's no way this will work. And I get it. I understand that. But that's when change can happen. If you can get a little teeny tiny space, like a little space, you ever see a cockroach? One of those big cockroaches, they run across the floor and they squeeze through this little teeny tiny crack and you think, oh my God, how did that cockroach get through that little teeny tiny crack in the pavement, right? That's all you need. Little teeny tiny crack of hope, faith, right? I think it's really open-mindedness that kind of encompasses all of that. Because if you have that, there's hope. Things can change. I love what it says. We don't have to believe that it will happen, just that it could. Is it possible things could change? Yeah, it's possible, right? If you could even grab that idea, that is enough to get you started. This little bit of hope, this chink in the armor of despair. Okay, what does that mean? That means that usually it's not until things are really, really bad that you'll do something different, right? Like you could be gaining weight and you gain weight and it's like, oh God, I put on a few pounds. I should really do something about this. Oh my gosh. And it's not till the pants don't fit anymore. Right? As soon as the button doesn't meet, oh shit, I gotta lose weight. So that's kind of the same with this. It's when you've exhausted all other options and hope that you're willing to try something different. Now that's good news and bad news because it is a chink in the armor of despair, and despair is no fun. And it seems endless and like it's not going to change. But if you believe it could change, not that it will, could it change? Now, some people are kind of beyond that and they believe, no, it could not change. It will never change, right? And that's because they've been hurt so badly. The trauma has been too deep. So I had this woman, I ran into this woman about a week ago. I've been wanting to talk about this. It's on my mind. So let's talk about it. It seems to go with this reading. I ran into this woman and she said, are you Karen? Are you Karen? I said, yes. She says, I follow you on Instagram. I've been following you since you got started. And you've changed my life and you've changed my kid's life. Now, you and I both know I didn't change her life. I did not change her life. She changed her life. Right? I presented an idea. I presented the crack in the armor of despair. I showed her where the little sliver was in the concrete that the cockroach fits through. because I fit through that before. So I said, it's here's the little sliver of concrete you can fit through, right? Here's the chink in your armor of despair. I've squeezed through it. It's possible. This is it. Do this, right? Now, as I told her, she said, no, you did it. Your videos, you did it. You've, changed everything for my kids, my family, everything's changed. Everything's doing better. My son's doing better. Even my sister and her family are doing better because I started telling her what I learned in Al-Anon, which, you sent me to Al-Anon and you gave me these ideas. And I told her, I said, I got to tell you something. I didn't change your life. You changed your life. See, there's a lot of people that I present this idea to, that I say, hey, I know you're struggling. There's a chink in the armor. And I know there's a chink in the armor because I fit through it, right? In the armor of despair, what they're talking about here. I've done it. This is it. Come on, right? Come on. Now, out of all those people I tell that through, only a few do it. Now, why is that? I mean, I really was thinking about this. I've been thinking about it for about a week since I ran into her. What made her different than the other people that tell me, no, couldn't happen? Is it because she was more desperate? Or she was the perfect amount of desperate but not cynical? I think it's because she had an open mind. All you have to do to fit through that crack, to fix the chink in the armor of despair, is open-mindedness, willingness, and honesty. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to be willing to try something different and listen to new ideas, which is just impossible when you're in pain. It's just impossible. It's like, I've done that before. I've heard this before. This isn't helping. I read that book. I've done this. I've gone to meetings. It doesn't work. Those people just complain. You know what I mean? I've heard it all. What made it different for her? That she actually took some action despite what she thought. She went to the little crack in the cement and she thought, that fucking Karen got through that crack. I can get through this crack if I just do what they tell me. Because look at all these people that have been through the crack, right? That made it through. And what happens is when you decide to do it, the decision, the crack gets bigger and the whole thing opens up and change is right there. It's something about getting through that, the thinking part, that this isn't going to work. You're different. I'm a piece of shit. You don't understand. It's my fault, right? If I would have been a better mother, if I would have been a better wife, a better husband, if I would have been a better son, my mother wouldn't be drinking like this. Do you know what I mean? That's got to stop. You can't listen to that anymore. That's the armor of despair. Okay? And it takes other people and new information to show you there's a little chink in that armor and you can get through. They'll also show you it's not so tiny. It gets real big. It's a broad highway. Once you decide, you're moving forward. Despite what your qualifier says. I hate that word qualifier. I know. I don't know, because I qualify. I'm the qualifier. No one qualifies me for Al-Anon. I qualified myself. I don't know. You could discuss that too. I don't care. But that's really it. Once you make a decision that it could happen, maybe not it will, but it could, the hole gets bigger. The answer gets bigger. There's possibility. There's hope, right? So just like I told that woman, I said, I didn't save your family. I didn't save you. You did. You decided to try something different. You decided to do it consistently for more than 3 times. You consistently went to Al-Anon. You consistently listened to my videos and got new information. You consistently started prayer and meditation. You consistently started minding your own business and staying in your own hula hoop. You consistently had an open mind and decided this could change. It has to, because I'm not living like this anymore. You're the one that changed your life and made it possible for everyone in your family to recover, even your son. You know what I mean? I mean, isn't that great? I mean, I just love it. You get to decide. I'm not going to do it for you. There's nothing I can do except for show you it can be done, and this is how to do it. You just believe it could happen and watch your life change. Okay, let's get on the other side of this. Have a great day. Bye, guys.